Hey folks, just shooting a quick video this morning. I got a big stack of CDs and a record that my buddy Dave gave to me for Christmas last year. Christmas? What? It's April. Uh, I wasn't shooting videos back in December, so I thought I would go ahead and do it now. I had the stack together, and it again. Dave's like me. He listens to a wide range of music, so just about every genre imaginable is represented in this stack. So let's get to it. We'll do the Christmas albums first. The first one he brought was probably one of my favorite Christmas albums of all time. We Wish You a Metal Christmas. Love this album. Really glad to have this version because it comes with a bonus disc that has some more tracks on it from folks like Girl School and Michael Schenker and some folks like that. But of course, what I really like, if I can get it out of the sleeve, is the actual album. We Wish You a Metal Christmas, and it's got some great performances on here. Probably my favorite is God Rest You Merry Gentlemen by Ronnie James Dio, Tony Iommi, Rudy Sarzo, and Simon Wright. But Alice Cooper's on here, George Lynch, Jeff Tate, just a stellar lineup. Great Christmas album. The other Christmas album was Tim Bashan. Let's see, I'm not doing a very good job of this morning. Tim Bashan, O Come Emmanuel. Bashan played in a Christian rock band that I can't remember their name right offhand. But I was really surprised by this album, how much I loved it. Some great guitar work done on this album. Tim Bashan, O Come Emmanuel. Well, drop everything. Okay. So the next CD, I really am not into show tunes, and I think that's what this might be. But it's Bernadette Peters, Sondheim, etc., etc. I'm, like I said, I'm not into show tunes, but I am a Bernadette Peters fan, and I'll give this a shot. The next album is classical. Julian Bream. I don't even know how to pronounce some of these titles, but my interest in this CD is piqued because it appears that it's conducted. The London Symphony Orchestra is conducted by Andre Previn, and I know Previn because he is a jazz pianist. He's also a classical pianist, but I'm probably a bigger fan of his jazz work. So I will definitely give this a shot too. I'm totally unfamiliar with the next CD as well. Catherine McKellen, Church Bell Blues. I'm assuming this is probably a singer-songwriter type album. but like I said, I've never heard of her. So, but my my buddy Dave, and I have such similar taste that I'm willing to give just about anything he hands me a shot. Then he brought me Holly Williams here with me. Holly Williams being the daughter, I believe, of Hank Williams Jr. So I'm very excited about this country album. I'll definitely be giving that a listen soon. The reason I haven't heard a lot of these albums is because life kind of snuck up on me, and, well, not snuck up on me, it just jumped on me and beat me half to death. But that will be a subject for a video I will do later this month. Probably one of the most difficult times in my life, but I'm getting through it. And all right, so enough of that. The next album is Lucinda Williams, West. That should be good. Another country outing. Then we'll go blues with Alvin Youngblood Heart, motivational speaker. Haven't had a chance to listen to this either. Guess I should be showing more of these on the inside. But Alvin Youngblood Heart, what I have heard of him has been good, so can't wait to give that a shot. Now I'm assuming this is blues, though it seems to have a Native American motif to it. Otis Taylor, My World Is Gone. Have not had a chance to listen to this yet, but looking forward to it as well. The next several are jazz albums. Joshua Redman, Timeless Tales, for Changing Times. Timeless Tales for Changing Times. He is a brilliant young saxophone player. Can't wait to give this a listen. I guess I should look at the players. Oh yeah. Brian Meldau on piano, and Brian Blade on drums. Both great players. Larry Grenadier on bass. Can't say that I've heard of him, but the other players are stellar as well, so I'm sure he's quite capable. The next album is called Swish. It's by the Harris Simon Group. Not really familiar with this group, but what piques my interest is that, according to the CD, the late Michael Brecker played saxophone on it. He is a great player. Love his stuff. And Dave Valentin also played on this. I'm not as familiar with Valentin. Couldn't even tell you what he plays, but definitely interested in this one to hear the late great Michael Brecker on saxophone. This one I have listened to. It is brilliant, but it's going to be tricky. Pithecanthropus erectus. I guess that's how you say that. Pithecanthropus erectus, the Charles Mingus Group. I have not heard too many albums from the great Charles Mingus that I have not just absolutely loved. This album was no exception. This is a great album. Brilliant. The next one I've listened to as well. Dave Douglas, Meaning and Mystery. Now the slipcover has got the name and title on it. When you pull out the CD, it's got a little different cover. But this is Dave Douglas, Meaning and Mystery. How would I describe it? It's got some got hints of Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, kind of that early 70s fusion feel, while still having its feet firmly planted in modern times and even pushing forward. Wonderful album. Kind of, that's what the inside looks like. Dave Douglas, brilliant trumpet player. Line up here reads Dave Douglas trumpet, Donnie McCaslin tenor sax, Uri Kane Fender Rhodes, James Genus contrabass, and Clarence Penn drums. Great lineup. Douglas is very prolific. Glad to have that. This, I can't believe I have not popped open yet. This is, now we're getting more into the rock side of things. Dari Darter E, Hush Sorrow. Dari Darter E is the lead singer for the alternative Christian rock band The Choir. This is a solo outing of his. I should have listened to this by now, but I haven't. But I will be remedying that soon. Can't seem to talk this morning. Alright, so that's Dari Darter E, Hush Sorrow. Looking forward to that. It looks like it's got a Mark Hurd tune onto it. He will listen to you. That should be good. This album I have listened to, and it is brilliant. Read the liner notes. Mike Rowe said that this has been traded around as kind of a bootleg outing until he heard it and heard it rock, and it does rock. And talking about Mike Rowe and Dave Beagle, Gothic. Just simply stellar album. Dave Beagle's brilliant guitarist. Mike Rowe is no slouch either. And this is a live recording that they did on a tour in 2001. So that's Mike Rowe, Gothic. Yeah, I think you can find this on his website. And finally, well, the last of the CDs. One of my favorite blues rock bands of all time, the 77s, 20 Years Gone. This was an album of live recordings that they were originally selling on tour, but then I think it's available on the 77's website now. Of course, Mike Rowe is the lead frontman for this group. And let's see who was in the band at the time. Mark Harmon and Bruce Spencer, of course, also featuring Scott Reams, David Leonhardt, Bill Harmon, Sean Doty, and Brad Barth. But Roe Harmon and Spencer definitely in fine form on this CD. It's a digipack. Well, keeps expanding. But very good album. I mean, I have most of their catalog, so was very excited to get that one. And this may be the best album of them all. I have listened to this. I absolutely love it. If you are a fan of Rich Mullins, The Liturgy, The Legacy, and the Ragamuffin Band, this might be, even though it's from a totally different artist, might be the next best album, considering we no longer have Rich Mullins around to give us more. And that album is Paul Clark, Branching Roots. This is such a great gift. First, Dave got it signed to me by Mr. Clark. Says, Dale, branch your roots in Jesus, Paul Clark. Paul Clark has been around for a long time. I've got several of his albums from the 70s and 80s. This was just released toward the end of last year, and it's absolutely brilliant. He had some wonderful musicians playing on this album. Stuart Duncan, the legendary Phil Keaggy, Byron House played on this album, along with Matt Pearson, Ian O'Brien, Ron Killer. Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot see. Tom Killen, Charlie Charity, Moza Perry, Reuben Cohen, Ron McMaster, and Tim Robbins, all playing on this album. I am going to have to practice names because I am too old and my vision is too poor to be trying to read this stuff in a video. But this is the Branching Roots. It is a gatefold with the lyrics on the inside. Brilliant, brilliant lyrics. Just tremendous. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with these lyrics. They're just so exceptional. The album is on 180 gram vinyl. You can see the custom centerings. And the album itself, I don't know if you can see this, but it's got quite a thickness here. It almost, when you hold it, it kind of feels kind of like a tree. I don't know if that was intentional or not. There's the back cover. But it feels, Branching Roots is a good name. It kind of feels kind of tree-ish. As I'm sitting here, I'm noticing we're about ready to hit the 20-minute mark. And so that was my Christmas present from my buddy Dave. Close with one other thing. He gave me this wonderful Godzilla bank. You put your recorder there. Okay, try that one more time. Probably not working properly because I'm not holding it right, but you get the gist. Anyway, that was a wonderful, wonderful Christmas present, and I'm glad to have had this little video to remember it by in the future. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.